Welcome to the Brothers Banter podcast. This is Brian, and
And
next to you,
my name is Don.
Donnie.
What is going on there, fella?
No, so I apologize for not making it in last week's, even though we posted a flyer for the podcast. Had a family emergency and had to take care of some business, and it was a scary touch and go type thing. And I appreciate any of your prayers. I needed them, and everything, all the prayers were answered. So I appreciate that, and thank you very much.
There's a bunch out there, I can tell you that.
Yeah, so today's podcast, we're talking a little bit about Christmas, which I hope are you do you have all your presents got bought for everybody?
No. No. Do you?
No.
No.
Hey, if it wasn't in our DNA to wait until last minute, I mean, come on. So
Man, let me tell you.
so we'll start off the podcast right off the bat. First, if you're listening to us, check in and say hi in the comments, and also you can tell us if you have got all your presents ready. Now, the women of the house in most of these are going to say, yeah, they've already got it. Of course, in mine, Tammy takes care of all that stuff, so I can. That's one thing, she's good at. She's better at it than I am. So, yeah. So let me get that right there. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Christmas. We're going to be talking about a couple things. So, you ready to get started?
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Yeah, so we just got back from Jekyll Island. They have some really nice Christmas lights out. They have the 12 days of Christmas. You just drive through. It's got some things you move around in and that kind of stuff, and it has 12 days of Christmas. It starts out, they're these big light displays, and a bunch of candy canes and Christmas trees and stars and stuff. All the trees are decorated and everything.
is it a neighborhood or is it what?
No, you remember when we all went orb hunting?
Yep.
All right, so basically, uh, all of that whole area,
Okay. Okay.
they did anything that you could drive through, and it shows um, it shows something that it says self serve or whatever it says, drive through basically, and you just drive around all through I don't know if you remember the little mini golf thing. It was there. That whole place was decorated with lights and stuff, and they had fireworks. I'm not sure why the fireworks were there on a Thursday night, which is kind of weird, but it was still nice, man. It was a nice little drive through, and they put a lot of money into it. So
Gotcha. So we got one of the comments that I don't know if you can see on the screen yet. It's Steve Effler. Say, hey guys. Hey Steve, how's it going?
hey, what's up, Steve? What's up, brother?
So appreciate you putting a little something out there, and also you can also let us, Steve, if you're like one of us and have waited and not finished your Christmas, you can also put that out there too.
Yeah.
So
So Wendy takes care of it, normally. Uh, just just procrastination. I'm on vacation, and you know, I just let the week just go by,
I
and
hate
just
shopping. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you
I
that.
do too. Like you know, people like me and you. So I don't shop. I buy. I
Yeah.
know exactly what I'm wanting as soon as I walk in there. I don't need to go make it zigzag around all through the store and crap like that. I go in, get what I need, and get out. Because let me tell you, I was in Sam's today, and holy smokes! At 3 o'clock this afternoon, they were packed to the gills, man.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's
River
crazy. There was
River City's not. Of course, I didn't go today, but the other night we went, and it seemed like more people. Um, I guess maybe are doing it online. I
could
don't know.
be,
I don't
but
know.
but there's just there's a time when at some point you're not going to get it in time for Christmas if you do it online.
Well, that's
Like now, if you bought now, it's not coming.
so yeah. So one of the things I have. What? Let's start out with that. So, what is the latest, or how late in the game did you wait before you actually? Maybe it was just for the wife, because the wife gets the kids stuff. So we're namely going out for the wife. So, what's the latest you ever waited?
So, for mail-in or for walk-in?
Walk-in.
Well, yeah, probably Christmas Eve-ish.
Yes.
Like,
Christmas
yeah, yeah, Christmas Eve.
Park Mall.
Yeah.
And the traffic out there getting
It's
in and
ridiculous.
out is ridiculous. And I
Yep.
hated myself for doing it and waiting that long. But yeah, so that was a rough one. So we're gonna start off with do you have any, and anybody else can answer this as in the comments as well. We'll post them up there on the screen for you. Does anybody, or do you have any traditions per se that you do? There's certain things that you do every year. Any traditions that you have with the family?
So not anymore. It's mine and Wendy's second Christmas together.
Gotcha.
So we really hadn't had a chance to get a Christmas tradition per se. So we get the tree up as early as possible. She wanted to put up earlier. I was like, I'm trying to do all that mess. And I mean, she wanted to write, the day after Thanksgiving. I'm like, that's just way too soon. But I really probably that's going to turn into a tradition for us is get the Christmas tree up right after Thanksgiving, either the day after or that day when we come home from wherever we're having Thanksgiving at. Last year, as you well know, I was kind of by myself. On my side of the family, everybody was was on a boat,
Yeah.
out in the ocean.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that's ever happened to me in forever. And I was not. I wasn't happy about that, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? It was something new to them, and I'm okay. I'm okay with it. This year, I'm glad they're not gone. My parents are coming up Monday, and they're bringing Arabella, so and we're having it over the in-laws. But that's going to be a great time. But as far as a tradition right now,
No.
Nothing set. We do. I guess one tradition you could say is we will go see the lights on Jekyll Island every year.
Okay.
It's something they look forward to and everything. And they shared it with me last year, and it was nice, and I like it. How about you?
With traditions, I don't know. I know that at one time, now I can't remember if Tammy and I had a which tradition holiday. I have a bad memory. So we done a thing there for a while to where we would go either on Thanksgiving or Christmas and watch a movie. Go to the movies to
Okay.
watch a movie. And now it's kind of like a tradition thing. We haven't done that in a while. So that was one of the things that we had. But other than that, not really. I'm all about, just spending and taking as much in as I can of what's going
Yeah.
on that day. But yeah, so if anybody has a tradition, just leave it in the comments so we can see that as well. So let me see what my next thing I've got down here.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do y'all dress up in matching PJs, the entire family?
No, but I will say this. Last year we did take a picture after we opened up our Christmas. We took a picture of us on the couch and we were all in, I think, like Christmas type PJ. I don't know if it was Christmas PJs or we were just all in our PJs. But yeah, we did take a picture last year of that, and we posted online too. So, but yeah, do y'all do the whole? Are y'all gonna do the whole?
No, they don't make PJs my size. I have to buy like 3 sets. But so now at Halloween, not Halloween, well during Halloween time, we went to that Popple Farms out there last year and dressed up the same. We all had the same black and white checkered shirts.
Yeah.
And of course, I almost got into a fight because
Yeah.
some drunk idiot was talking trash about how that's just stupid, or something like that. So when he got upset, and of course, here I'm carrying a bag of rocks where the kids went gym mining out there. I'm like, this guy's about to get his face bashed in, man.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to do that, and then I have to pray over him. So, it's just I don't like somebody talking trash about my family. Well, I can't handle it. Can't handle it. Didn't like it whatsoever.
So, have you got any or given any unique gifts? Whether it be as a prank gift to a family member or not, not the one that you do like, you get in a crowd with everybody and they give the funny Santa ones, you make, not like that, something personal that you done or gave to anybody in specific.
No, I don't think so. I don't recall anything. I do recall, what a white elephant gift is.
Yes.
Okay, where they go and most of them are pranks or whatever, and it's a fun time, and then people can have a chance to steal it, yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So the the weirdest slash funniest slash cringiest I've ever seen was a Viagra pill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
And
so no, nothing like that. But I had I don't know how I come up with it, but we had this candle holder that was a monkey. It was some weird porcelain thing. It was painted and had to where you put a candle up on his head and he's just sitting there like this. And I gave it to Tammy's mom. So, and then the very next year, wrapped up, she gave it back. And then it would go, we would keep it at each other's house and it would go back and forth. So, yeah,
that's pretty cool.
that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. So what about your Christmas movie picks? Anybody got out there? Also put that in the comments below. Your favorite Christmas movie. So can you narrow that down to just one movie?
That I watch every year or that I think is a Christmas movie?
No, your favorite.
I think that my favorite Christmas movie is probably, oh man, probably Die Hard.
That is
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of people that say it's not.
Yeah.
But I think that's I think so.
Okay, so saying that's your favorite, go of the list. Do you have a certain ones that you watch every year? Like purposely watch?
So no, I never got into that. I mean, we would always have stuff on, but now Wendy, I'm pretty sure that they watched the I'll shoot your eye out, kid, or what's it called?
Yeah, Christmas Story. I think it's
what Christmas Story. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what I think so. That's what they did last year. And I may be way off, but I think I do know that was one of Davy's most favorite movies of all time. My cousin.
Was it?
I know he'd watch that. It would be on the entire day at my aunt's house when we would be over there at Aunt Judy's house every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, every single hour it'd be on, man. It was,
Now I can't think of an actual favorite. There are some that I intentionally watch every year. I go down the whole list. So I do the whole Elf. I'll do Home Alone, Christmas Vacation. What's I guess the one with Tim Allen, the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus, yeah, that's one of my favorites too. I'd say.
I do that. Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know about narrowing it down to my favorite. I mean, all of them are must see. I would have to say probably. I guess I'm too kiddish. Home Alone, I guess. I would have to. I really like that one because of Joe Pesci,
Oh
and
yeah,
yeah, so they're really good.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah, so you know that they are coming out with I think they're talking. I don't know either they're talking about it or going to come out with a new Home Alone 3 that has the Macaulay Culkin from now. They,
No, what that was, that's
oh,
an AI thing.
oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it. It's an AI thing, and
So you the
they're yeah,
commercial with his brother as a cop and all that?
yeah, I've seen all that. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's AI created, and so there's been a huge following of that, and people are like, man, that'd be really great. So I think there's talks of them doing it, and I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Uh, it's long overdue. I can tell you that, long overdue. You know, I mean, hopefully Macaulay Culkin's over his drug, issues and stuff like that. Which I think that'd be a mega hit. I think
Yeah.
personally. I mean, just if you had the right directors and everybody involved in it, I think it would be
Now,
pretty cool.
what's the name of that guy? I don't know if I'm right or not. And
Look at Don Hale.
I
See
know,
what Don Hale said.
yes. Thanks a lot, Don. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
So,
Yeah, appreciate it.
what am I calling the actor right on Christmas Vacation? His cousin is that Randy Quaid?
Randy Quaid, yeah.
Okay, that he kind of helps make that movie. I love the way he's just that cousin that you have that's kind of out there a little bit.
He is so cringy, it's not even funny. Like, yeah, I know you use that word a lot lately, but it's cringy. Like I'm like, I can't stand that guy. But you're right, he does make the movie, and I don't think anybody else could do that role
But
except him.
I'm talking about perfect when I talk about one of the things that he has that I want just because it annoys people. Okay, you know what that is? That hat that goes up like this that George Costanza had. George Costanza had that on Seinfeld. Do you remember that?
Oh, that Russian hat.
Yes, I love that.
Yes,
And if anything, that just annoys people.
You would irritate me.
Yeah, I would do it just for that.
with that hat, you would irritate me. That's for sure.
But what better scene with him, a set of like old school white dress shoes, with a cigar in his mouth and a beer, and he's holding his the hose coming from his RV and just sitting there dumping it into the sewage or no to the
yeah,
I love that.
he's in his skivvies and his robe.
I love that, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
So that's one of my favorite movies too. I think for Christmas.
Christmas Vacation.
And yeah, Christmas Vacation, because you have the in-laws there, and it's just like his in-laws. Boy, just I I would probably smack.
Yeah,
because they're so they put him down so much, like I can't handle it. It throws me out.
That's awesome.
Now, how about you? Let me ask you this: Christmas food. Do you have a certain food that you eat every year
that
you must have?
Not really, just food in general. But
Yeah,
no,
I hear you.
like for instance, I guess to a certain degree, we've kind of went back and forth because we'll either have my chili or this year, Tammy's ham. I love the way she makes her ham. So I would say would not really a certain food that is just like a must have. But yeah, I mean, I just love food in general. So
I think that I have to have my mom's potato salad. There's just something about it. It's been the best for me. It's creamy. There's no crunchy stuff in it. No onions, no celery, no nothing. It's just potatoes, eggs, mayonnaise, and a little bit of mustard, and that's about it. It's just the way she makes it. It's the best. and as far as I'm concerned, and I've tried to recreate it. I can't. I guess it's just because she has so much love into it, and I just can't create it. But I have to have that every year. And that's for Thanksgiving and uh, for Christmas.
Okay,
So
anybody that's listening, make sure you drop a comment your favorite food that you like to have or must haves around Christmas. Now, I will say, like, now this is getting on two different things. There is one thing that you can have around Christmas and you have around Thanksgiving. What I do have one question though on deviled eggs. You like deviled eggs?
I do love them
Okay. With or without relish?
without.
Okay, I got to have relish for sure.
Yeah, that
I
ruins it.
love it.
It's crunchy. I don't like it. Now, have you seen the fried devil eggs?
Yes, I want to try that.
Oh, I gotta try it, man. We
Jalapeno
just got to do that one day.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that. So other than that, I guess the one thing that I would like, especially sweet wise, and me and Tammy's done it for when I was managing different locations and stuff like this, and that was the Oreo balls that we'd make every year.
Okay.
Those were really because they're almost like a cake, almost like cake pop, just without the
Yeah.
stick. And
Right.
those are really, really amazing. They're pretty good. Um, so my other than that, I don't really have like per se an actual Christmas food that you just got. Oh, I take that back. I take that back. It's not a food, but I do take something back that I like to have every year, and I kind of got this from my dad, and that was I guess you can get a box of them like the little what are they, Cordell uh
Oh, the cordials,
yeah.
cherry cordial.
Yeah. You don't like that?
I don't. Now, are you getting the wet ones or the creamy ones?
Creamy.
So not the drippy ones, the ones
No,
that drip all the stuff out.
no, it has to be the
The,
cream.
those yeah, right, Steve. Um, so my mom likes the ones with the drippy ones. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Yeah.
I don't like I'm not big on chocolate. I don't like drippy candy.
Yeah,
Does it make sense?
so that's my dad's actual thing that he likes to have every single year. Tammy's dad as well was just like that. He had to have that same
Yeah,
box. We got him that same box every year. And I tried
yeah.
now get this, I tried to go a little different and I tried to go with the dark chocolate version of it and it was dried out. All yeah, and I'm like, oh, I can't even eat the rest of it because it was dried out. Like that just ruined the whole thing. Um,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
but yeah, so I'm moving on to my next thing I want to ask you is what would be your favorite Christmas song or songs? I had actually on last week when we had all that going down with my family. I had Maya in the car and she made me a Christmas song playlist. And I was actually listening to it before the podcast. So do you have any your favorite? And mine have to be old school too. I can't, some new stuff, yeah, but mainly old stuff.
All right. So I would probably my favorite, and you're gonna think this is crazy.
Okay.
My favorite Christmas song is Dominic the Donkey.
Dominic never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, you should hear it because it's funny.
Uh,
I love it.
well, I'm gonna have to look for it for sure.
It's yeah, it's funny. Um, it's an Italian thing. It's cute and Grandma got run over by a reindeer. But if I was gonna have to pick a serious song, probably "Mary Did You Know."
Yes. Now, there is a specific person that sings that for me that I love to hear him. And Tammy's mom loved to hear him sing it, and that's Danny Goki. Do you remember him from? He's
Yeah, I know
yeah,
who that is. Yeah.
yeah. But he sings it really, really well. He does an
So
awesome. But
yeah, I mean, I've heard his. My, my favorite would be Pentatonic.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Be on Pentatonic a lot. That's all she used to listen to. But yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I like that.
yeah.
So
It's to me. That song is perfect acapella.
yeah, so anybody also that has a favorite um song, Christmas song, put that down in the comments as well. Um Mine, it's hard to say that you. I like all the old school ones, all the ones from like Home Alone that's in there, all the
Oh yeah,
Dean Martin,
yeah.
Bing Crosby, all that. But you know who I started like? Actually, I'm starting to like his singing. Period. And he does really good on Christmas. You may not like his singing or his style, but is Michael Bublé.
Oh, I don't mind him.
Yeah, I
I
love
listen to him,
his
and
sing.
let me tell you, that guy's great with his fans too, man.
Is it? Yeah,
Um,
I've seen
oh
the
yeah,
on it.
he
Yeah.
will pull a kid. He pulled a kid one time out of the audience, and that kid was like 9 or 10 or 12 years old, something like that, and he sang just like that guy,
Yes,
and he
I
was blown away.
I was blown away.
So,
The kid could sing. He had a set of pipes on him for sure.
oh yeah, big time, big time. So, Wendy's, you'll see Wendy's. It says, "I want a hippopotamus for Christmas,"
Yep, I
and
got
then that meal, the Mealy Kalikimiki Mikamaka Wookie or whatever that is. I'm not sure how to say that, but
that's
uh,
and
I,
that's
that
actually on Christmas Vacation as well.
yeah, that song irritates me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Steve sent us a link. Uh,
The Dominic the Donkey.
I don't know. It may be. I don't know. But
Well, ask him first before we click on it. I mean, I
uh,
like the songs. The song's cool. You know, it's funny. It's catchy. You know, like your typical upbeat Italian song.
okay, so any let's just go with a quick little thing like this. Anything, let's say, that highlights this year, this past year that we went through, that really stood out for you in your life as far as really standing out, um, that maybe you'd like to share with us? Something that stood out in your life that that was a good thing for you this year.
Um, you
I mean,
try to snatch a tear.
I can go first if you want to think
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
it. Okay, so there's a couple things because I can really go down a rabbit hole with this. Um, we made it through a rough year as far as um, it seemed like there was a lot of family health issues um, with my wife, my dad, and my brother-in-law, stuff like that. That was a couple things that stood out. Um, but on a positive side, I will say, as far as um, I have been sincerely, deeply blessed this year. Yeah, a lot of things happened, but as far as on spiritually, as far as what God's done in my life and how He has changed things for me, as far as giving me opportunities to serve Him at church, and even through our podcast, um, I it has because I will say this. Excuse me, I have the burps. I have spent most of my life not knowing, and I'm going down the side road just for a second, not knowing what I wanted to do or why I was put on this earth to do or what I was going to do for the Lord. And all that kind of came together and showed up this year. And I am deeply, deeply blessed and thankful that God has put certain things in my way and in my life that he has made, even though it seemed like a hard year, going through ups and downs and stuff like that. He's made it a good year for me, um, because what he's done in my life and what he's done for me. Not to mention the biggest thing of all, and that's that he died for me and died on the cross
Right.
for me. But with that being said, he has blessed me in so many ways, answered prayers, and yeah, I'm thankful for that for sure. What about you?
Yeah.
Am I trying
So
to
you're about to. Um, so you know that I mean God puts us in positions uh, that we're uncomfortable with. You know,
Sure.
especially when you pray for something and you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, and you're like, God, I'm talking to you, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's not that he's not hearing you. It isn't that he's not listening. It's him telling you it's not yet. You know, so um, with me getting up in front of a congregation like I have, twice now, that's tough. That's a tough
Uh,
thing to, and especially to talk about something so um, personal and so personal as communion. You know, because that is a personal time with Jesus.
yeah.
That is, for everything that He did for you personally. And this is what my last communion meditation was on, is what He did for us personally. So, and we can never pay that back, and that's something that has, for me, and I wouldn't have been put in that position unless Wendy came into my life. So knowing where I was that one night, when you kept calling and kept calling, and finally answered, there was a reason that I didn't do that, and it was to lead me to where I'm at right this very second. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And God had a plan, and He still has a plan. And whatever that plan is, I don't know. But I pray for that plan. And I pray for Him to reveal to me that plan. And, it's like as we go along. You know what I'm saying? And
Sure.
that's all I can. The only way I can describe it.
Okay.
So without she and I getting together, I wouldn't have been placed where I'm at now and able serve to serve the people in our church, to serve um, the community as much as I can, to just serve, and that's what we're called to do. And without you and Steve and Bradshaw planting the seed of Christ in me so many years ago, when I was so lost and so um, without God in my life, without Jesus in my heart, without anything, that could. I don't recognize that old guy. You know, where I was, 20
Yeah.
something years ago, and that I was going to bust hell wide open, and so it led me to here, and um, so without me and Wendy ever meeting, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Yeah, it's
I
all in
don't
his
think
plan.
it is, and that's and I'm grateful for her. I mean, I am. It's not just because she's listening. I say it all the time. I'm very grateful, and um, you know, I I want to serve, and I want people to know that I love them, you know, in a godly way as much as I can, So that's hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, it does. So
You
we
know,
are going to um, finish this up because we're getting close to that time limit. So just to let you know, we are streaming right now on Facebook and YouTube. You can listen to us on pretty much any platform out there. I don't know of too many that you can't find the Brothers Banter on. So make sure that you tune in and listen. Anything that has been changed or done in your life that you want to share, make sure you put that in the comments because you can always comment after the stream. And
yep.
we want to tell you that we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you tuning in. We thank you. We want to make this next year a great year, and we really thank you all a lot for tuning in and listening to us. So with
And
that being
we ask that you share this uh, as much as possible. We just ask that if you're a member of our page, we ask that you invite your friends to the page and share it as much as possible. Ask people to subscribe to our page so we can spread this. And as you well know, it is family friendly. We don't we don't get into that ugliness and stuff like that. So you could share this to all your friends and them be and them know that we're not going to be ugly about anything. So but
and
anyway, we
with
appreciate
that
y'all and love y'all.
with that being said, my name is Brian.
My name's Donnie. We're out.
Peace.